On the midnight of December 19, 2010, a 12-year-old girl was walking down the main avenue of Minsk, of city, together with her father back home. The streets were empty and there were no people. There were a lot of snow and a big Christmas tree with many lights on. And the girl said to her dad, "I have a feeling that there will be no New Year family dinner this time." It was the day of presidential election when people went to a peaceful rally. There was a feeling that this new year would be the best one for the last 16 years. But that night, the snow absorbed a lot of blood. There were boots and shoes all over the main squares. Many people had been severely injured, beaten up, humiliated, arrested, and thrown into jail. Over 700 were arrested that evening. That night I was in the square. I ran Natалья Kaliada, editor-in-chief of one of the most influential websites, charter97.org, to tell her details on what happened. Natalia was severely injured, she said concussion, but she didn't go to hospital. She wanted to update Charter97 website to tell the world what's happening in Belarus. Her office was raided, the team was arrested at 3 o'clock in the morning. As it happened to other independent media, as National Neva, European Radio, and others. Last year, Natалья Kaliada was nominated for Index on Censorship Award. She came to London for the ceremony. Afterwards, she said she knew that there are other people who deserve the award more, but she wanted more people to talk about Belarus, as it deserved the same attention that other countries get to face similar problems as ours. 1 year has passed since that moment, but everything has changed since that day in London. On September 3, my colleagues from Index on Censorship arrived to Minsk to see our performances and to meet all our friends. Instead of meetings, he attended the funeral. Our very close friend, founder of Charter97, our very close friend, founder of Charter97 website, was found dead. It was just the beginning of what happened on December 19, 2010. Now Lukashenko wants to repeat what he did in 1999. He wants to remove all leaders of Belarus, but use a new method. As he said at his press conference right after the crackdown on December 20, he will not make presents to the opposition as disappearances. That should be the moment when the world stops talking to the last dictator of Europe. This is a person who kidnaps, kills people, put innocent people in jail, and use them for blackmail. Generally, such people are put on trial, but somehow the world doesn't apply this to Lukashenko. Belarus is one of the main 5 countries that traded arms. Today, when the UK and France fight for human rights in Libya, they're fighting with Gaddafi, who bought arms from Lukashenko. It's necessary to understand that the last dictatorship in Europe put in danger the whole world, not just its own people. Nevertheless, the West continued to engage this monster. Human rights and democracy took second place to geopolitical interest, business profits, and historical fears of Russia. It was 5 minutes past midnight of the 1st of January of 2011. We have crossed the border of Belarus. And it was the first time in my life when we didn't have a family dinner. It was my 12-year-old daughter who said to my husband that she has a feeling that there will be no year dinner this time. For many people in Belarus, there was no New Year dinner. There are 6 people who were main opponents, journalists and business, and they were killed. For today, not 42 people face 15 years in jail. It's already 56. Today, Natalia Kaliada, who stayed in KGB jails for 40 days, was transferred to her hometown. Her passport was taken from her. She needs to be checked by local KGB and police. Now she faces up to 15 years in jail, yet she continues her job as a journalist for Charter 97, together with Fyodor Pavlyuchenko and Pavel Marich, and a great team who are still underground in Belarus. Does the world need to wait for people to be killed in Belarus, in the streets, as it happened in Libya? Or it might be a good idea to free Belarus now? People who do independent media, they put themselves at risk, but they knew it's important to inform the world about what happened on December 19 in Belarus. And I'm joined today by Irina Bogdanova Sannikova, sister of Andrei Sannikov, the presidential candidate, and sister-in-law of Irina Kali, a famous journalist who is today accused by the last dictator for trying to overthrow him, and Elena Edwards, who is sister-in-law of Alice Mikhalevich. Irina and Elena represent all relatives of those people who are in jails, past tortures and humiliation, stay under house arrest. The world politicians have said all the right things to us, but they lack courage to stand up and take actions against Lukashenko. So we have decided to take actions ourselves. And today there's 2 ladies present here, and I would like Irina and Elena to come up to here, because the award is to prisoners, political prisoners of Belarus. And these 2 ladies who will start private prosecution against the last dictator in Europe. This award belongs to all political prisoners. It belongs to people who are killed and kidnapped in Belarus, and who stand up for human rights in Belarus now.